food,
Mm.
and we will uh, we would go somewhere to shoot some photos for our wedding party.
Right.
Yeah, but actually, I already filed a day off to to our company, and she is also. But when the days came, she wasn't feeling well.
Mm.
So I took her to the hospital, and we canceled the whole shooting
Mm.
and we would postpone it until August.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, so it's like, are you gonna getting married again?
Not that we already get married, but
Right.
we just register our marriage in some instruction, in
Mm.
a public instruction. But actually, we haven't held a wedding party yet. So uh, it's kind of different. I mean,
Mm.
wedding party, we would treat our relatives, our friends for dinner.
Mm. Wow. So it's like you're starting all over again.
Yeah, last time we just held a engagement party, but
Yeah.
not for wedding party.
Mm.
So it would happen on next year, January 12th.
Wow. Okay. No, I was just thinking that when we had the discussion before, it's like you're already married, so it's up to you if you decided to really to have a formal wedding.
Mhm.
But so right now you're gonna really push through with the wedding. Okay.
Yeah, I have no choice because my parents and
Mm-hmm.
her parents, they all want to have a formal wedding party
Mm-hmm. Okay.
because they think is necessary for traditional family, something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, exactly. I understand.
Yeah.
Wow. So it's like you have to spend another.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh my God. Just to look. Well, anyways, it's gonna be next year, so you still have ample of time to prepare.
I hope so. Which means I have no spare money to let me maybe go abroad or it's expensive restaurant or something. I
Mm.
just need to save more money for it.
Yeah, that's the point. Well, who knows? And one more thing, I just remember that were you already promoted, Sean?
Unfortunately, in the end, the one who got promoted was my another colleague.
So is he ahead of you when it comes to the tenureship in the company?
Yup, he is more senior than me for 5 years.
Ooh, wow.
But I don't know the reason because I didn't ask my supervisor.
Hmm.
Um, I think so be it. If it's their choice.
Okay, maybe they're still, um, they're setting aside which is better for you. Who knows?
Maybe I don't know. I try to think in other ways.
Mm, okay.
And how about you? You are going to come Taiwan.
Yeah, so for this week, I haven't packed my things yet. Well, supposed to be, I need to prepare it today.
Yeah.
It's very unfortunate that my kids are sick. So
Sick
we
again?
yeah, we just went to the hospital this afternoon, and we're just frightened that my son, he has a history of having seizure. So he has fever the whole day, and we're hoping that his fever will subside or it will lower down, but it's not. So we run to the hospital together with my daughter. So both of them actually has fever, and
Wow.
the fact that the weather right now, it was raining hard earlier when we went to the hospital, but then when we were close to the hospital, there's no even any sign that it rained on that place. So it's like, imagine the weather, that's actually what's causing it.
Yeah, you don't know, you have no idea how to dress up.
Yeah, how to dress up, how to adjust because of the weather.
Yeah.
And it's hard to move, especially if you're a mother. Your kids are clingy. They run after you. You just step out of the room and then they're running after you. And so there. It's a good thing that today's my husband's day off. So it's like we had,
Oh,
yeah.
have you?
And today's is also the first day of my daughter going to the school. There's a lot of things going on. So
Wow,
yeah.
the next day.
Yeah, it's like first day of school, and she's sick. So we went there and told the teacher that my daughter has a fever, but then my daughter wanted to really still stay on the class.
To know her classmates, to introduce herself.
Well, they didn't go to that part, so the teacher just gave them an activity, and that's it. So it's like she was very happy. Uh, Ever since yesterday, when we bought her school materials, she wanted to play with it, open it, and she's really very excited. You can see it on her face. And yeah, and then come this Wednesday, I need to bring my son to my mother. So we need to travel, going to our province because no one will take good care of him. I'm just gonna bring my daughter with me
Hmm.
and my sister-in-law and her son. So it's just everything. It's so very fast. Everything is so abrupt. It's like just snap of your finger, everything is set. We have already booked your ticket, so you're going to Taiwan. So it's like, I've been telling my sisters that I think we'll just wait then. Um, because it was Michelle who promised me to go to Taiwan, and then my sister realized that it's the end of her contract and she'll be going back home here in the Philippines come this October, and the free visa in Taiwan that's gonna end this July, right?
Yeah.
So it's like my sister wanted to grab this opportunity for me or for us to go in Taiwan or visit Taiwan whilst she's still there.
Mm.
Yeah, but then I keep on insisting that I think we'll just wait for Miss Michelle to provide all those finances. In that way, we don't need to spend a lot of money. And I just woke up. Hey, give me your passport. Send me a copy of it. Those kind of thing. And this week it's a bit very busy for me in the fact that those kids or my kids are sick. So, and it's hard. It's hard to move.
But it's all settled down, right? I
Yes.
mean, you already arrange your tickets, your hotel.
Technically, I'm not sure if that's a hotel. I think it's not. It's just like an apartment.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's like we're just gonna stay there for 12 days, I think.
So it's in Taipei, right?
Yes, in
But
Taipei.
where's your sister located in Taiwan?
She's also in Taipei. She said that it's very close to her place. So
Oh, okay.
definitely, we could, we have the opportunity to see each other, or if she has a free time, then we had the chance to, you know, go around the city. But then
Mm.
me and my sister-in-law were deciding to go to Nantou to see the Sun Moon Lake, because I
Oh,
think that's one of the famous uh, beautiful spots in Taiwan, I think.
it is. I went to the university,
Mm.
which located in Nantou, and it's near from the Summer Lake. So I'm kind of familiar with that location.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm not telling this to my sister that we're planning to go there, because my sister-in-law told me that, this is our once in a lifetime going there. Because if we had another chance, then we could visit other country. Because if we're just gonna stay within the city, so it's like we didn't really discover or travel Taiwan, right?
Mm. Yeah.
So, so we have a backup plan with my sister-in-law. Although there are some famous destinations in Taipei, such as
Yeah.
the, Taipei 101, those Yamingshan, those kind of places there. But of course, the famous is still different.
Yeah, you can. I think it's all okay, just up to you.
Mm. Even we could stay there for maybe an overnight stay or 2 days. That depends. The fact that we're gonna stay there for 13 days, so we have to really take advantage of it.
Mm-hmm. And Miss Michelle pay for your whole schedule?
No, she did not. That's the one that I've been telling to my sister. Because I keep on telling my sister that, oh, it's too expensive to book on those dates. I've already checked it on 3 different airlines. And that night when we're talking and discussing, I said, let's just forget about it. I'll just gonna wait then. When would be the right time for me to visit Taiwan? Because it was promised by Miss Michelle,
But
right?
how come um, why she didn't book you tickets?
Well, there was a financial issue with the school for the meantime, and she said that the school cannot provide those finances for me to visit Taiwan. So we just removed that out of the plan. So we forget about Miss Michelle's promise to me.
Okay, it's so sad. I
I know,
think she
right?
did.
I,
Yeah.
I don't know if she has another backup plan. It's just that you have this kind of thing that you wanted to let her know, hey, it's like this is the uh last or the deadline for free visa going to Taiwan, and that my sister's contract will end this October. Um, it's like sometimes she's going around the bush. She cannot, she's not getting what I wanted to say, wanted my
Mm-hmm.
point. And then all of a sudden she said that for now, uh, she said that the school cannot provide those expenses for you to come here in Taiwan. That's what she told me. So, okay, now I know.
Okay, so that's it.
Yeah, that's it. And I don't know if there would be any other discussion about that. I'm not actually the one who's opening it, starting the conversation about it. But then when we had a problem this April, when 2 of the teachers just resigned because of personal issues,
Mm-hmm.
uh, Miss Michelle just said that, Shirley, I don't forget my promise. And then,
I think she
s-
wants to keep you.
yeah, but then she's taking it so, I don't know. Why is it taking so long to keep her promise? And I mentioned that to my sister. And then my sister keep on bugging me. Hey, Shirley, you have to go now. The free visa will gonna end this July, and so on. And then I just saw a news on Facebook that free visa was actually extended up until July 31 of 2020, but I've seen the comments below stating that it's a fake news.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's not yet true that it's extended. Although Miss Michelle said that even though if there would be visa already, I'm gonna pay for that. That's what she told me. But the fact that the hassle of getting visa, those documents, sometimes it's very time consuming.
Yeah, it's better to have free visa here, uh, compared with you need to prepare those documents.
Exactly. So that's what we're trying to avoid. But, well, I understand what Miss Michelle informed me about it. Because, so going back to the problem, 2 teachers just resigned this April. And I was so very exhausted by the end of May. 2 weeks by the end of May. I've been hiring a lot of teachers, having a lot of interviews, conducting demo, and it's just I felt saddened when we already hired 2 teachers, send them the contract, but then, when we're asking them to start the orientation and do the training, they're no longer responding. So it's like they wasted our time. And then I have to do another set of interviews and demo again. So,
To start over again.
yeah, there was a time when Miss Michelle told me that, Shirley, are you going to leave as well?
Are you the only teacher with Miss Michelle now?
For now, no, we already have 2 teachers who already started,
Oh, okay.
and then there are another 2 uh, incoming teachers as well. So we're still preparing them and training them.
Okay, so it seems not that bad. You still have preparation for it.
Yeah, but well, those are new teachers as well, and uh, sometimes it's hard to to work with them because we're just trying to contact them via Skype, email, or Messenger. Sometimes if we try to give them a call, they're not responding or answering the call. So
Okay, so we
yeah,
just have to wait.
yeah. But you know, so we're just hoping that everything will work out this time, and that the new teachers will, stay with the company. But, sometimes I was here at the brink of deciding to leave as well. But that I cannot leave Miss Michelle. It's like she's alone, something that like that. So I have this guilt feeling.
Okay.
No. Yeah, there are times that I've been thinking that way, but
Yeah, after you have so many options to earn money, just like what you mentioned.
well, sometimes it's hard to focus on that if you're working on 2 jobs already.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I tried to send an application. It's just that there are a lot. It says there are 10,000 applicants. Imagine that. Not just here in the Philippines, but all over the world. That everyone is trying to just create their own profile in this certain platform. It's actually called Upwork. So if you created your profile, they need to evaluate first. So the first attempt that I sent it, I failed. It's just that the task that I entered there is no opportunity. So it's not against on my profile. It's just like there are a lot of us who are applying on one position, something like that. And they need to thoroughly filter who are
Suitable.
suitable for that. So when I got that email, I tend to forget it for the meantime.
Uh-huh.
And then I tried to find, because they mentioned, because what I've entered there is that I'm a lead generation specialist, web research analysis, analyst. You know, the job title that I've put there are, most of it are analyst, researcher, and then the other one, customer service. It's like these are very
Mm-hmm.
common job titles. So it's like you really have to make your title different,
Yeah.
or you need to enhance your skills with other uh what's this other, you need to learn other skills, just like you. For you, you're an engineer, software engineer, so most probably you have an edge to it,
Mm-hmm.
because what we're doing, it's just more on transcribing, analyzing data, data entry, encoding data. So
Mm-hmm.
it's very common. So imagine that 10,000 applicants with the same.
Yeah. Whoever
Mhm.
is able to speak English, I think they all qualify to apply the job.
Well, sometimes it's not really a voice task. Sometimes these are non-voice tasks. So it means you don't need to really talk to a certain customer. You just need to have a
Exactly.
chat with your client, and your client will provide you all of the tasks, and then you just have to do it on your own.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's not necessary that you're really very good in communicating the English language, or your accent is this good, or it's an American accent, something like that. No, because there are who've been working are not really fluent in English,
Hmm.
but they are very good when it comes to like programming, softwares, creating uh, web design, something like that. So if you have background of it, you've already created a certain website, then you could add that into your portfolio or into your profile for you to have an edge to those other applicants.
I see.
Yeah. So, so there. So if you wanted to try or check, you could visit this platform. But then right now they said that whenever you're gonna send your portfolio, there are already charges. So it's like you have to pay for it.
Wow, because it's too popular.
Yeah, exactly. So that
Yeah.
is, I think, Upwork.com. I'm not, but then there are still a lot of platforms or website that you could, still try to apply.
Okay, so are you still trying other platform?
For now, no. I stopped yet. It's just, I've been very busy for now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because of the trip, and it's the first day of school of my daughter.
Yeah, but also you stay with your daughter today in school.
No, it's not. Oh yeah, me and my husband, because it's his day off. So,
Okay.
yeah, looking at her sitting inside the school or inside the room, it's just we're just talking. Hey, we're getting old, and our kids are growing faster. So it's like, wow, time flies so fast.
Yeah, next time you will see her go to the elementary school and then high school, and suddenly she's going to get married.
Exactly. Even my son, even though they're not really feeling well, he wanted to, you know, get inside the room and work with her sister. She He's even, the one who's been crying inside the room because he wanted to do the activities, try to work on, they have this, they need to color something, and he insisted he wanted to join as well, getting crayons on the table and, those kind of thing. So there.
Of course he wants.
Okay, so yeah. So I think we're just gonna wait then after this trip, so I can just start anew comes this July. Yeah, so there. So pretty much those are the plan for now. And one more thing, Sean, I actually requested a new book for you also.
Yeah, I received it.
You did? So how was it?
Oh, I think it's more about engineer apply a new job things. I haven't read it in detail.
Well, the good thing with this, although I know it's about applying new job, although you're not really applying a new job, but the fact that there's a lot of conversation or audio on this book, it's a bit easier, it's like very interactive compared to the current book that we're discussing.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sounds
so just let me know if you wanted still to continue with the book, because to be honest with you, although there are several or there are a lot of new vocabulary words that you can learn from it, but just let me know if it's are you still interested in discussing about this or
I would like to change to the new one.
okay, that would be fine. Or that would be great also because I'm not that really into this kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And anyways, we're almost done with it. But then I hope you won't forget the new vocabulary words.
No, I will check it time to time.
Okay, wonderful. So would you like to start it today or when do you plan?
Okay, today is okay. Oh, by the way, do you know how many hours I have?
Um, Hours
I
left
haven't
for
checked.
you?
Yeah.
You still have 8 hours in total. So,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
minus one today. So you still have seven.
Got it. So, would you have class when you visit Taiwan?
That's a good question. I was actually thinking if do I still need to have a class or I was planning to we could just have a one-on-one
One
class.
on one.
Yeah, one-on-one class with those students that I have, which is located in Taipei. But then for you, just gotta let you know then
Uh-huh.
if
But you were. Oh, okay. So you could visit them maybe in the internet cafe or a restaurant or somewhere else.
yeah, I was actually planning that for
Yeah,
those. Yeah, it's awesome, right?
yeah.
So we had this opportunity to discuss further, or to have personal interaction. That's what I wanted to practice also, because
Mhm.
there's different if you're just having classes online, but it's something fresh or something new to do it to meet your teacher, having a class one-on-one, those kind of things.
Hmm.
Yeah, but then for you, of course, it's not possible. I don't want you to meet. I know you've been very busy. So,
Yeah, I know it, but if if I have spare time, I would like to visit Taipei to visit you. But now, recently, just too many things to need to take care.
I know, I understand. So, um, I'm not really into offering or asking a lot of things to my students. If you're available, then it's okay. But if in the event that we'll be able to visit Nanto, I think that's a bit closer.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, if you already schedule your date in Nantou,
hmm
yeah, if it's weekend, maybe I can ask my wife or something.
yeah, or
Uh,
you could bring your wife with you.
yeah.
What if she decided to learn English class also?
Actually, she used to went to Taipei with me to attend the meetup with Michelle.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay. But
but
then, all right.
I think she was afraid of speaking English in front of so many people.
Okay. So that's actually the first impression that I always encounter to my students. They hesitate to talk in the English language because they felt that, or they feel that they might their English is not good.
Yeah, but I think if your students have this kind of thought, you can suggest them to visit maybe Japan, and if they visit Japan and they uh, need to communicate with Japanese,
hmm
most of them can speak English well. So compared with them, you will feel, wow, my English ability is better. I can speak more fluent than you, something like that. So it
hmm
can raise up their confidence, I think.
Okay. Well, you know what? Japanese are very eager to learn also the English language. I'm hearing a lot of online Japanese school as well.
Indeed, I can see a lot of English tutor advertisement
hmm
everywhere in Japan.
It is, exactly. And the fact that there are a lot of Filipinos in Japan who are actually working there, and most of them, they learn Nihongo, which is the Japanese language. So it's actually more effective with them to teach those Japanese students that they have, you know.
Hmm.
So it's like if you know their language, so you'll be able to teach them effectively. And one of
Oh
my friend,
yeah.
yeah, one of my friend is actually in Taiwan. I mean in Japan. She's very fluent speaking Nihongo, so it's like wow.
Wow, that's good. So she lives there now.
Yeah, she is.
Okay. Well, I think live there is really good. I mean, Japan is clean and they follow the rules and their food is
Mhm.
delicious.
It is. But then, well, to be honest, but not all Japanese are actually good. Sometimes, uh, because I have this student who frequently visit Japan, and they're not that really also good, or maybe those colleagues that he's working with are not really very good in the English language. It's just that he has an edge already. So just like what you're telling me earlier, that if you talk or speaking the English language and the Japanese one will also talk, so it's like, oh, I'm better than him. You have this kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay. So, well, it's just that Sean, the book, Miss Michelle didn't actually share it with me.
So you can't open it?
No, I don't actually have the link. Can you try?
Okay. I can send you.
So, when you decided to meet Miss Michelle in Taipei, so when was that? Is that a year ago
Uh,
already, or?
More than a year. 1.5 years ago. 1.5 year ago.
Mm.
I don't even remember. But after the meetup, she used to visit Tainan, and I drive her to visit Tainan. I mean a famous museum which calls Qimei Museum.
Okay.
I took her and her husband. Oh, her husband visit her there. So
Okay.
I took them to visit Tainan and take them to try some local food.
Is it in China that you have this best local dish?
Yeah, Tainan is famous because of their dishes. Yeah, you can say dishes.
Mm, okay. Oh yeah. Oh really? She went to Tainan.
Yeah, she went there and yeah,
Okay. Wow. So Tainan it's a bit far from.
yeah, it's far.
So how many hours would that be then?
Uh, if you take high-speed rail from Taipei to Tainan, it might cost you about 1.5 hours. But if you take bus, it might cost you about 4 hours.
Oh, so it's just fast.
But Taiwan is small, so yeah, even you take bus from Taipei to Kaohsiung, it only takes you 5 hours.
Okay. All right, we'll see what we could do then. Yeah, Tainan, I remember that you have the best local dish in Tainan.
Mm.
Okay. All right, so let's now move on to your book. So you can see here, I know. So like I've said, so this is actually for uh, looking for a job, as you can see.
Yeah.
So for Unit 1, so this is more about business. So we have, can you read this part? Can you move to page 2?
Okay. Uh, Writing keywords and main ideas. Listening for keywords and phrases. Distinguishing between words with similar meanings. Simple present and simple past. Simple past with ed. Asking for repetition and clarification.
Again, clarification.
Clarification.
Alright, so for writing keywords and main ideas, so merely that's for note taking. So listening for keywords and phrases, so that's gonna be for listening. So that's the what I've been telling, that there will be more activities that you will listen to the audio.
Okay.
And then vocabulary words, so distinguishing between words with similar meanings. So it's like the what we've been doing. What are the other synonyms? Which is, yeah, for the words. And then grammar, we have simple, present, and past. Pronunciation, and then the speaking part. So, unit question.
How can you find a good job? Discuss these questions with your classmates. Do you have a job? What's your dream job?
So pretty much for this, of course, you already have. So what we're gonna do here is that it's more of like, this is a bit faster pacing. Do you get what I mean, Shaun?
Faster pacing?
Yeah, the pacing for the topic for this part would be a bit faster.
Okay.
Okay. So just like this, you don't really need to answer. So do you have a job? What is your dream job? So how do people find jobs? So that depends on the questions, alright?
Okay.
Okay, so let's move now to question number 2.
How do people find jobs?
So in your own opinion, how do people find jobs?
First of all, you need to prepare your own profile, including your skills, your your experience, and your background information. Then you would send your profile, or I mean your resume, to different companies which you want to enter.
Okay.
Then if any company inform you to have an interview, then you would go to the company and join the interview, talk to your future supervisor or human resource people, and then wait for after that you just wait for the result. They will let you know if you qualify enough to get the job or not.
Alright, so when it comes to find a job, so for you, did you go directly to the physical address of certain company just to send your resume?
Not really. I search different companies' information on the human resource website.
Okay. Then you just send it, your email. I mean your resume.
Yeah, I just send it.
Okay, and then once you send it, so you just have to wait a phone call.
Phone call or an email, or sometimes those companies will inform you directly, even you didn't send your resume to them.
Okay. Alright. Next, let's move on. How about number 3, please?
Look at the photo of a job fair. What types of jobs do you see? What are the people at this job fair?
Okay, so again, why? Why are the people at this job fair?
Because they want to apply jobs. They might want to change to another job, or they just graduated from the school, so they are going to find a new job.
Okay. Is that common in Taiwan that you have this kind of thing, having a job fair?
Yeah, it's common, and mostly they just held it in the schools. So those students who are going to graduate from the school, they can send their resume to the to those companies in advance.
Is how about in so they do this, or I mean, do they conduct this in a certain or a public place?
Oh,
Sometimes, yeah, go
yeah,
ahead.
sometimes,
Mhm.
but mostly that they held it in schools, in universities.
Oh, okay. So it's like their target are for new graduates.
Yeah.
I see.
Or
Mhm.
especially in those good university.
Wow. Okay. So do they? How about in your school? When did they visit your school also? I mean, do they conduct job fair in your school also when you were in college?
Nope, because I went to Nantou for my master degree,
Hmm.
and since it's in Nantou, it's a countryside, so I think it's kind of hard to have job fair there.
Okay. Okay. So next, let's move on.
Listen to the Q classroom online, then answer these questions.
Okay. I'm sorry. So we'll just have this as your homework then.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me just see if yeah, so that it's gonna be easier for us to discuss it once you listen it.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So there. So do you have? Is there any questions or is there anything else that you wanted to add with this, topic of finding a good job?
Mm, nope, we can just follow the book and whatever you wanna discuss
Mm-hmm.
or wanna uh, have different practice. I can, yeah, just follow your attention.
Okay. All right. So, um, I know that Taiwan, you have a lot of factories, I think,
Yeah.
because there are a lot of agencies here in the Philippines, and they're hiring a lot of Filipinos who are gonna work as a factory worker in Taiwan.
Mm. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's the percentage of it, um, but do you know any factory or company that's actually the leading company in Taiwan? Or what are the certain products or professions they're actually offering?
Um, Semiconductor.
What is this semiconductor?
It's materials of chips. I mean the chips in your cell phone, in your cars, your television, any kind of electronic product. They all need chips. And semiconductor is the most important materials of chips.
Yeah, we do have two famous factory who also do that. It's just that maybe so of course employees or those who are applying for new jobs or other job because of the salary, the pay.
Yeah.
So there are Filipinos who decided to be away from their family just to have, let's say, they say that it's a greener pasture because you will have a better salary compared to the factory that we have here in the Philippines. Although they're also competitive, but then not all applicants can be hired to this particular company.
Okay, I think they might need to have a basic uh, communication ability in English.
No, not really. I think it depends on their qualifications based on their experience.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so just like here. So before you could find a good job, it sometimes, but then for you mentioned that they conduct job fair for, especially on schools because their target are newly graduates. But then there are companies who you know, wanted to spend a lot of money just to train new applicants or new employees.
Hmm. Yeah, it really costs a company a lot of money to do it.
Right, exactly, right? So just for you to undergo the training, it's gonna, take some time before you could really go into the production
Yeah,
part already.
I guess.
So, mm, so if those applicants or those um, employees that you hire has already basic knowledge, experience on doing those type of things, then definitely the time frame for them to undergo training would be lessened.
Yeah, it's helpful.
How about in your company? So you're already a software engineer. Is it hard? Did you undergo trainings? How is it?
Well, yeah, I think it's hard at the beginning because you need to learn different kind of programming skills. Uh, there are a lot of different programming language, just like C, C++, C Sharp,
Mhm.
or Python, Java. There are a lot of different languages, and if you wanna learn a new lang- new programming language, you need to pay for a lot of efforts
Mm.
so you can get familiar with it soon and really use it in the production.
Okay, yeah, it really makes sense. So, just like hiring new teachers. So as much as possible, we wanted to have experienced teachers
Mm.
because, of course, it's gonna take time to train newly or teachers or applicants who doesn't have really idea or any background of teaching online. So it's gonna be time consuming, effort, those kind of things. All right, so we'll move on with the discussion next Monday. Well, I think I might gonna teach then next Monday, but then this is not yet fixed So I'm just gonna let you know.
Okay.
It was actually Miss Michelle who asked me, so if I wanted to take a leave or not, and I told her, um, let's see, or I've mentioned that just gonna let you know once I get there.
Okay. I think you don't need to push yourself too hard. Just enjoy your vacation.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking as well. So there. But then I still need to do some admin tasks because we do have incoming new teachers, so I need to train some of them. Yeah. Okay, so it's like there would be someone who would take over of my students if in the event that I'll be taking a leave.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, because I do have 3 students who are gonna take TOEIC, and one of them will take TOEIC on August already.
Oh, almost.
Yeah, so it's like we need to push a lot of things. So there, already. So that's it for tonight. Sean, do you have any questions for me? Any suggestions that I could visit in Taiwan or Taipei?
Mm, just up to your schedule. Maybe if you decide to visit uh, which locations, maybe I can find some famous local dishes for you to, yeah, recommend you some specialists.
Okay. Yeah, sure. You could just send me a message on Skype. And one more thing. Last question I have for you is that what would be in your own opinion, the best tourist destination you could recommend to me that I can say that if I've been to this place, I could say that I've conquered or I've visited Taiwan.
Wow, it's so hard. I haven't think of this question.
Just one. Just give me one. Or two,
Oh,
maybe.
okay.
Yeah.
Maybe Taipei 101, even I think it's common
Mm.
because when I visit Malaysia, there is a Twins Tower.
Yeah, the Petronas Tower. I agree.
Yeah, it's kind of like that.
Okay. Taipei. Aside from that.
Aside from that, I
Mm.
think Salmon Lake is almost the same. It's a really famous place. So many foreigners or even people from China they would like to visit there.
Okay, great. I have that on my list already. Alrighty. Thank you so much for those suggestions, Sean. So looking forward. Have a great evening.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you too. Bye now.
Bye.